here, and unless you're waiting for some kind of a romantic date, you gotta get the frig out.
Well, of course it's a romantic date. What do I look like?
Really?
I'm waiting for a potential boyfriend.
What's he like?
Exotic.
Let's go to...
Hi, my name's Al. I'm with Ottawa Tonight, and here we have the special guest of the evening performing tonight at the Elmdale Tavern, the gentlemen and ladies from the Tumbleweed Project. Now, the Tumbleweed Project, of course, is a phenomenon touring across Canada, picking up improvisers as it goes along, and performing shows in different cities every night of the week. So we have here Mr. Alex Tyndall.
Hello.
Mr. Forgot your name, Tim
Carlson.
Tim.
Bringing people together for the first time.
Yeah, we're meeting. And from Ottawa, Kari Leslie. So, Tim, first question I'll throw to you, since you kicked off the project in Vancouver a week ago tonight.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had expectations going into the project. What was totally unexpected? What did you learn on this trip that you didn't think you would learn?
Well, that it could actually go as smoothly as it had. For a long time it seemed very far away, and I didn't think that it was actually going to happen, and then it did, and just driving this whole time and having pretty much no problem with the van on the road has been amazing, and the support of all the people across Canada.
Totally, and she's wearing like a shawl. Like, maybe nothing under the shawl.
It's a really thick shawl.
Yeah.
The shawl is, we're not sure.
It's like matted hair.
Yeah,
it's like a matted hair shawl.
It's heavy, and her hair started to braid into the shawl.
And she's got like armholes that come through the shawl, and the shawl comes. It's more of a tunic. It's more of a tunic.
It's like a hair tunic.
But it's like a shawl.
Mr. Alex Tyndall is the tour manager of the Tumbleweed Project. Alex, I was wondering if you could give us just a short little description as to what exactly is going on this week.
Sure. Well, basically the genesis of the project was we were sitting around in Toronto planning the Combustion Festival, and we were like, man, wouldn't it be great if we could just drive across Canada and pick up some of our favorite improvisers and bring them to our festival? And then we said, well, maybe we can make that practical, and then we did. So the idea is basically start with a van in Vancouver, drive it to all the cities across Canada that have their own great improv communities, pick up some of our favorites, do shows along the way to help subsidize the gas on the trip, and then end up at the festival with an ensemble that's been forged by the fire of travel, and hopefully do some great shows.
Barbara, you do this to me every single time. I brought you to this island because there were no other men here. They were just goats.
I'm not. You know how to eat a woman's knee.
You keep asking me to do that, but I don't know how to do it right.
Oh, then watch this guy go to work.
Now, Kari Leslie, you are the latest addition to the Tumbleweed Project here in Ottawa, and you'll be continuing on with them to Montreal. What do you think is going to happen over the next days of the tour and then the festival once it all settles down in Toronto?
Oh, what do I think is going to happen? Well, we're picking up Kirsten in Montreal, so it's going to be a crazy fun time because she's really great. And I made a lot of like beans and garlic type snacks, so the car ride's going to be really fun. That's not what you wanted to ask. It's, I mean, I think we're going to figure out who we are, like, with each other and how we work together, and when we get to Toronto, we're workshopping for a couple of days, and then I think something will really set, and then we'll explode into Combustion Festival and have the best week.
Armando, do you mind giving us some minutes, sweetheart?
Now, you guys just came from Chicago, was your last stop on the festival before arriving here in Ottawa. Tim, I was wondering if you could tell me if, you know, since you took workshops in Chicago and in Minneapolis as well, what kind of differences there are between improv styles for Canadians and in the United States?
Well, it's quite different, actually. The style that we saw mostly in Vancouver or in Chicago was the Herald, the classic Herald. At Del Close's theater at the IO West.
Can you give us the brief description of what a Herald is?
The IO West is actually in Los Angeles. That's the IO Chicago. Anyways,
the IO Chicago.
Continue.
A Herald is just it's a game scene and then a series of scenes with another game and then a series of scenes, and it's sort of open and then everything ties together. But the big focus in Chicago, and at least what I picked up, and in Minneapolis, is they're very relationship-based, as opposed to in Canada, where we're very focused on the story and the narrative arc of improvisation. So that's the biggest difference that I noticed.
I see you've brought me some fresh meat.
Stay away from him. He's innocent, I think.
What the hell? Would you like a shave?
I don't. Yes, you can shave my teeth stash off.
And as you've gradually moved from west to east across this great big, and I'm sure you guys know exactly how huge this country is there anything that you've discovered in terms of regional styles within this country? How, because you've been partnered with different improv troupes in each city that you've stopped, are there any different flavors or anything that you've seen trends as far as moving from west to east goes?
Yeah, I mean, it's somewhat dependent on just the opportunity and availability that people have to theaters and companies. Like there's a lot of long form in Vancouver. Mm-hmm. There's in Edmonton there's a primarily theater sports company, but a great theater sports company, and there's even the differences between the way people play theater sports across the country is very different too. But also, it seems like the people who are really passionate about it in each province, in each city, have sought out a lot of different training. They've attended different festivals, so they do have a lot of kind of common experience. They've probably trained with someone from that has a Chicago background. They've probably trained with someone who has someone from Vancouver. They probably have a varied training experience. So the players are somewhat influenced by, I guess, their region and their city, but it hasn't been hard really to play with anyone across the country.
I have sex ed. You teach that. You can't go. We can't.
Ah, it seems like we're in a bit of a pickle. Look, Susie, I'll leave, all right, I'll leave, but, do me a flavor. That's what I'm talking about. Meet me after school.
Okay. See?
So, Kari, why is this a big deal for the city of Ottawa?
Well, I mean, you've heard Alex and Tim talk so passionately about what they've seen, what they've experienced, and what other communities are like. And I don't really feel that Ottawa knows what improv can be. Do you know what I mean? Like, just what other people are doing. And I mean improv as like a watchable performance art is really young compared to like dance or music. So it's people are defining it as we speak, and it's important for the country to see what the rest of the country is doing and what people are working towards. So to have so many young people who are so passionate and seeking out this definition of their art form, to bring them here is great, is the best.
There's no men on the island. Just us and the goats. So.
You think you are safe if you are a lesbian couple?
The Tumbleweed Project, May 20th, Elmdale Tavern. History is being made tonight in Ottawa and will continue to be made as the week goes on, leading up to the Project Combustion Festival. To learn more about the project and the festival, visit projectproject.ca, or to know what's going on improv-wise in the city of Ottawa, check out crushimprov.com.